That was going to be a bucket the whole way.
That's exactly how a turnover cost you.
A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Shot clock at 6. Marion up top. New York needs to get off a shot. And it's Memphis on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
Each trip down becoming more important.
Yeah, they need to string some successful offensive possessions together and then tighten down defensively.
Curry against Rose. So it's Memphis again turning it over. Here's Iguodala. No luck. Nice D from Rose. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Well, I never got to compete in a dunk contest, but I've seen more than a few at All-Star Weekend. It's just amazing what players today can do in the air. Still, I think my favorite dunker of all time was Julius Erving. Watching him in transition was just a thing of beauty.
Memphis the rebound. Goes up again. And the layup is up and in. Iguodala's got 4 points in the quarter.
You know, that putback's about as easy as it's going to get. You have to put a body on someone down there.
Well, no box out. That's the result you get right there.
Outside Rose. Just 5 on the clock. Curry with the steal. Pass to Iguodala.
Well, they're not going to get back into this game when they commit frustration fouls like that one.
How about exasperation fouls? I mean, that's what it looked like to me. It's an indication of the kind of game they've been having.
Catching up on the changes for Memphis. Irving's checked in for Anthony. Jordan comes in for Andre Iguodala. And Nash is subbed in for Steph Curry. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Memphis.
Well, I got to say, one thing that stuck out all game is the consistent penetration they've got.
The other thing that jumps out to me is just the big number of assists they've had. The offensive efficiency has been a major factor.
It's Westbrook with the drive. Irving with the steal.
They have constantly shot themselves in the foot this quarter with all of these turnovers.
Yeah, pretty basic stuff, Clark. I mean, you can't score the ball if you don't have possession. And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, dominating performance for Memphis.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, Stephen Clark. An all-around dominant performance. Clark, and you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
I certainly did, and they just cracked it open and made it an NC. No contest.
Yeah, I like that.
Shooting for New York, Derrick Rose. 2 shots.
That free throw, no good.
You know, the league seems pretty serious about creating more parity between the teams. A big sign of that was the last CBA, where the NBA more than tripled the amount of revenue sharing between the big market and the small market teams. The little guys, I think, are in a much better position now than they were a few years ago.
Catching up on the changes for New York. Malone's checked in for Mourning. Love comes in for Blake Griffin. LeBron, he's checked in for Sean Marion. And James Harden subbed in for Russell Westbrook.
And that puts a cherry on top, so to speak, of what's been a phenomenal showing for them.
All over but the whining now, Steve.
And there's the call on James. So that will be his second foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. And most NBA teams now can turn a profit with the revenue sharing and still field a competitive team.
And I think that's really important, that you try to balance it out between the large market teams and the smaller market teams. Clearly, revenue creation is different when you're in a bigger market versus a smaller one. So with the tougher luxury tax and revenue sharing, the size of your market is a little bit mitigated. And so therefore, everybody has a better chance to be competitive.
Harden with it. He's picked up by Jordan. And there's the call on James. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
Shooting for New York.
He hits the second from the line. Here comes Michael Jordan. And stolen by Malone.
Defensive foul.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Steve Nash.
That's his first personal
That's
foul.
his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
At the line.
And both free throws good for Malone. Here's Jordan. Malone outside. Nobody near Irving. It falls.